But I did not support the people of Iraq because I was a Ba'athist. I support the idea of one Arab nation, but if anything, if you wanted to apply a label to me, it would be a Nasserist. It would not be a Ba'athist, neither one wing or the other wing. And you don't have to tell me about the kind of people in these two regimes. I'm well aware of them. And as I said in a tweet earlier today, in fact, as soon as I learned the news that the country had collapsed, within a minute or two, I was at the keyboard and I said that the long siege on Syria had weakened and hollowed out the country. It had enriched thousands, but impoverished millions. There is no doubt at all that the Syrian and Iraqi regimes were surrounded, is your word, I would say imbued with corrupt practice, personal enrichment, corruption of the worst kind. I remember in a conversation in Iraq with Saddam Hussein and other leaders, I started to tell them, this is how it went. I say, when I was writing my book on Fidel Castro, I lived in the same apartment block as the son of Che Guevara. Everyone sat up straight. Che Guevara has a son? Yes, say I. He looks just like him. He's got a son that looks just like him. Why isn't he everywhere in the world? Why isn't he important? Why isn't he up there in the media and all? I reply, he works in the foreign ministry for $30 a month, the same as the other public officials in Cuba. In Cuba, you're not somebody because your father was somebody. And that dawned on me, the thin ice onto which I had just walked. I compounded it by saying that the son of Fidel Castro is a foreman in the nuclear plant, goes to work in a boiler suit every day. And his name is Fidel. Fidel Castro Jr. goes to work in a boiler suit. And I could see uncomfortable shifting around the table because these regimes were oppressive, were brutal against any opponent of theirs, but generally left other people alone. Crucially, protected religious and ethnic minorities. That's a difference between their dictatorships and the other dictatorships.